suffice for now. And then down the line, we'll get more into showing other stuff like equipment and different stuff about cars and stuff. But for now, let's start out with the basic, the 9mm handgun, Smith & Wesson. That's a clip. Obviously, I always check to see if it's loaded. Pull back. Check to see if anything's on the barrel. We're good. She ain't loaded. Now, I'll take 9mm ammo, obviously. And that's one of your typical guns for, say, keeping it in your ass for home defense. Keeping it in your car. Provided you got the carrier's permit and all that. This is, well, this is my father's gun, and it's passed down to me from him, and it ain't bad. It's worth, I think, it's worth quite a bit now, because it's still in pretty good shape, and it's, I think, bought in probably the mid to late 80s. There's that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one of my favorite guns to shoot. I go to the range and put some plates on up on the board. Some paper plates. So that's it, folks, for that gun. I like this one a lot. Not too heavy. Ain't too light either. Show you an example what there's a 9mm bullet. That's look around. You pop that right in the clip. And got a clip holder about 11 to 12 rounds. If I ain't mistaken. I ain't taken that gun out shooting for a while, but so there's that. It's kind of small, but it ain't gonna be in focus, but that's that. Let's see. Now, folks, that's kind of my show you as a another handgun. That's a Smith & Wesson 38 Special. I want 6 bullets. You always see in the movies and such. You know, to pull that out real dramatically, like, and push the shells out of there. But this is good. This is could always after I hand wing this, could always wipe it off, because the oil when it's wet from your skin will could start to rust it. It's a good gun for target shooting. It's primarily what I'll use it for. Anyway, so there's that. So you can look through that. See right through there. It might be a little too loud. A little too loud. Got an 8-inch barrel. This gun's got an 8-inch barrel. Give you a little bit of a kick when you shoot it. A little bit of a jolt rather, like any gun. Very special, made in USA. Smith & Wesson. There she is. I like this one. surprised to see that, but there it is. See? Maybe I'll scratch on this a little bit just to make the video a little bit longer, folks. Folks, tend to keep the videos down around 10 to 12 minutes because my computer, if I try to edit anything past that, take way too long to render out the video. So, unfortunately, until I maybe get a better computer, I keep the videos between 1 and 15 minutes. Well, between 12 and 15. Between 10 and 15 minutes. Now, hold on. Here's a Big Daddy, folks. Here we got a 12 gauge shotgun, folks. Now, Remington 870 Express. Got a scope on it. Now this is oh, you want to see the whole thing? Wish I could get back farther, but ain't much room in here. So there's that. It's got a sight on it, and this particular barrel is meant for turkey hunting, turkey shooting. Not deer. Got another barrel for that, especially. Now, 12 gauge shotgun. Take 12 gauge rounds. I think it'd be a little too loud if I loaded this, but maybe I'll lower the volume a bit when I do it. Do this and see. Yeah, I could thought it's a little bit too loud, but let's see here, folks. I'll show you inside the barrel a little bit. It's inside. We'll put you obviously put the shells in there. Through the sight. Spot your bird. And then hopefully you'll unleash the beast. Adjustable scope. For different eyesight, different types of eyes. See here. Folks, that's an example of a shotgun shell. This is a 12 gauge slug. Pop that right in the sucker, and you're gonna get quite a kick. But I'll tell you what, gun shooting ain't for everybody. obviously, or owning guns ain't for everybody. There's a shell. And not everyone's gonna get the same kick out of it that, say, I'd get or the hunter would get. Some people don't care about your guns. And hey, gotta do what makes you happy, folks. I myself, like collecting guns. I like shooting guns. Safety comes first, always. No horsing around. Very dangerous. You gotta always respect the safety of the gun. You gotta go about it with, you're gonna treat it like anything, like any other routine item. You're gonna, always exercise care and caution when cleaning. Even just checking to see if it's loaded. Also, I always say I'm going to take a gun down a shooting range or take one out to the forest. Always check, see if she's loaded, see if it ain't loaded. Even if I was using it the day before, I can't be too careful. A lot of them will run pretty expensive. But, with the right care and maintenance, folks, you'll be able to maintain your guns. Obviously, treat it with care. Treat it like, like your car. Say you got the car, and, hey, I'll tell you a story about. I had a car. It was a Chrysler LeBaron, and I was hitting the brakes quite a lot. Nothing too bad. I wasn't slamming on them or nothing, but after a while I started hearing a grinding noise. Now this is before I knew a decent amount about cars. I still don't know too much about cars, but I'm getting there. Turns out I grinded the whole brake pads down and into where it was just scraping metal. Folks, that was weren't a good time for me. Almost crashed the car because them brakes went out. I was just grinding the metals. Took it up. Pap took a look at it. Fixed it up with my uncle. Thankfully, they did that for me. But, now I got on course from talking about guns. I guess, the car maintenance, gun maintenance. Hey. Folks, the camera shut off. I think it might be overheating or something, but hey, that was a little quick view at some of my guns. Obviously more to come down the line, folks. Stay tuned. Thanks for subscribing. And have a good night, everyone. Dalton out. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dalton, and back with another video showing you some of my firearms, folks. Last time I got a pretty good response on that video, the first gun showing video, and a lot of you guys said I should make it a series, so I figured that's a good idea. I'll go ahead and make it a regular thing, maybe once every month or so, or once every 3 weeks or something like that. But nonetheless, I'm in a part of the AC on somewhere in his field jacket. And watch as you'll be able to see my breath. That ain't special effects, folks. That's my breath. It is cold. Very cold, folks. Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's see, what should I... Which one first? We got a NJ handgun first, folks. That is a 22 caliber 9-shot revolver. And it's best used for target shooting or small games such as squirrels and rabbits, things like that. Maybe snakes. You live somewhere where there's a lot of venomous snakes. I don't particularly, but you do. Now, to open this sucker up, you gotta pull on the top brake. And then open right up like that. And this one's different from my last time, because this is a 9-shot. And last time I showed a 6-shooter. But this sucker holds 9 of them. Hold on. Adjust that camera so you can see inside of that. Hopefully that's focused on me again. So that's that. Pretty good gun, folks. It's an older gun. And a lot of guns that are older that I'll get, do my relatives. They go to gun shows and gun auctions, and I don't own too many newer firearms, but I ain't opposed to it. But that's just how it turned out, folks. That's a pretty cool, handy one. Could be a one you carry on you just for protection if you live somewhere that require that sort of thing. Yeah, I like that gun, folks. There she is. Now, for the next gun. We got this sucker right here. That is a 12 gauge slugster shotgun. And it's got a rifle scope on it, folks. I'll go back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we are, folks. Now, cock it. I'll show you. Talk a little more about it. Now, in the last video when I made when I was caulking the guns and such, got pretty loud, so I had to edit the sound. So I'll do that with this one too, but I didn't want to be fooling around clacking it and stuff, because that just, I think, takes away from the ASMR or the whole thing, folks. But hold on, let's see. Oh, only had 5 minutes and something, folks. Let's see, we got a rifle scope on this sucker. This is meant to shoot deer. And got a telescopic sight. And it's an open sight. Has what's called a boarded barrel, folks. reduce the amount of kick you'll get when you fire the gun, which is something that's pretty useful, so that you're not, getting a big old bruise when you fire that gun. Let's see if I can show you those holes. Yeah, you can see them. Gives a little bit of a cool, distinguished look, folks. Listen to that. That sounds kind of good. Just pulling around with that. Hold on. Now, here's out of safety, folks. Right there. There's the safety. You can see that red dot. I'll read the side here, folks. It says, chambered for 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, 12 gauge, 24-inch slugster. It's a mean sucker. Okay. Now, a little bit similar to the gun I showed in the first edition of this series, where I showed you another gun that'll take slugs that you'll shoot birds with, but this is more of a deer. You shoot the deer with this sucker. Let's see how we are on time. Oh, we got 8 minutes. That ain't bad. I think the last video was something like 18 minutes or something. Let's try not to make this too short, folks. But guns got a lot of them got the same basic components as with anything else. So I showed you the the safety on a few of these, and on the 2. And then I showed you in the last one where you load in the shells. Well, maybe we'll show you that here. Go ahead and show you. Now, here's where the extra shells will be. In the bottom there, bottom of the gun. And I'll cork this open. Show you where you load the shells in there. Now, as I said before, folks, when you're dealing with the firearm, it ain't a toy. It ain't hard to figure out. You always check to see if they're loaded. Before I did this video, I was checking them. Checked them out, made sure. Sometimes I do it twice. Better be safe than sorry, folks. And obviously, if you're living somewhere like in the city, you can't accidentally shoot off your gun. You get in big trouble, folks. That's different when someone, say, got their own land somewhere like a cabin. But that doesn't go to say that you should not exercise just as much caution when you're messing around with guns. Anywhere you are, you gotta be smart, folks. Lots of movies where they're twirling them around and they're throwing them and they're cocking them cool ways and stuff, but try that in the real world and you may not be so fortunate as to achieve them cool looking feats, but accidentally something might go wrong, folks. Here we got the third and final firearm I'm going to show you today. This is a double barrel 12 gauge shotgun. Now, ain't no sight on it, obviously. Now, hold on, let's see. say there's two triggers. And left barrel is what you call full choke. And the right barrel is what you call modified choke. And the right barrel, if you shoot off the right barrel, spreads out for closer range shooting. So, got a lot of movies and such where they'll shoot a load off at the same time, and a shotgun will give you quite of a kick if you do that, folks. So, in the case of saving ammo and ammunition don't come cheap nowadays, so you usually will fire off one at a time, or go back and check that whole thing, folks. Now this gun looks pretty good, if you ask me. Definitely one of my favorites. This gun is quite a bit older than the rest of them. This gun's from somewhere in the early 1920s. And, it's got a cool, let's see, it's an LC Smith. Which is, it's a pretty distinct gun. I'll show you this emblem here. I would say, it's a bird. Let me focus the camera on it. Hopefully you can see that. See that bird there? Pretty cool. Not all guns have, them cool little distinctions like that. I'd open this thing up, you'll push it to the side. Pull it open. Load your shells in there. Then you'll shut the sucker. Now I keep making these loud noises, folks. So I'm gonna have to edit the volume like I said. And I didn't want to have to do that, but some of them things are necessary to show you the functions of the guns, folks. One. Press off the trigger a little bit. Press off the triggers there. And say you just shot off 2 rounds. Open that up. Discharge them. Shut it back up. Press it forward. Shoot again. Yeah, that's definitely a cool gun, folks. Yep. LC Smith. So yeah, we were on time. We're at 15 minutes and something. That ain't bad. So, let's see. I got a friend I wanted to show you. A little bit shy, but once it gets to know you, he won't jump around as much. Here he is, folks. Look at him. It looks as if he is living and breathing right here. He's liable to give me a nip on the nose if I ain't careful. Now, it's a fox squirrel. You call it a fox squirrel. This is shot by one of my uncles back in the 80s, back in the early 80s. That's larger than an average squirrel. And typically will be roaming around in cornfield type areas and, real open wooded areas. Find one of these suckers. And this has been, in the house for quite a while. I was digging around to try to find some other cool stuff to show you guys, and found this guy. And, he's older than I am, which, might be obvious. As I said, he was born in 1980. So he's a little bit older than I am. Well, he was shot in 1980, so. But hey, he's forever immortalized on this piece of bark here, folks. And a pretty cool friend and companion. Keeps you warm on a cold night like this. Hold on, let's see if I can see my breath again. Ain't that amazing? It ain't even outside. I'd say it's about 15 degrees colder than it is in here. Maybe 20. So that's crazy. A lot of stuff on this desk, folks, and I put this stuff up on, so I'm just looking it over and seeing if there's any cool stuff I could show you guys. But I think that's quite a bit enough to be for that video. I think we did pretty well on time for that one, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. And we'll be back with another gun showing video sometime in the near future. Within the next month or so. Make it a series. As, demanded by you guys. And, obviously I like them suggestions that you folks are giving me. So keep doing that. And I want to say another thing, don't get, upset if I don't get around to your suggestion. Doesn't mean I didn't like it. Just means I might put it off for a little while, or, might be thinking about how I'd pull it off or do it, or, I take all them suggestions into consideration. And, I definitely do quite a few of them. But if I try to do all of them, then I just keep getting backlogged with all the new ones I keep getting, and then I won't be able to finish them. But, that's that. And, soon to, come out, I'll show you, my knife collection, as requested by Billy Griffin. He told me to, he was, adamant about me giving him a shout out, so there you go. Billy. I'll be showing him knives sometime soon. Other than that, folks, please go and check out my gaming channel. I got 70-some subscribers on there already, and I want to say thanks a lot for that, folks. And I think, that's cool. It's something for me to offer different. I think that's fun playing video games and hollering like an idiot about the enemies and stuff. But, hopefully that'll keep going, and, things will go from there, folks. But that's Dalton out. And have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Hey guys, how's it going? As you probably already guessed, today I'm going to be doing another gun showing video. So, thanks for those of you who, those of you that do, thanks for watching. And I think it's a cool mix, putting ASMR videos and guns together, because of the fact that they're kind of like two pretty opposite things. Relaxation, and then something that, makes the loudest noise on the earth almost. But obviously we aren't using the guns in these videos. Just talking about them, a little bit about them. Not too factual, not too in detail, but I think it's a pretty fun time. So today, I got 3 revolvers. Yet, 3 handheld revolvers. I ain't gonna be showing any rifles or shotguns this time. Maybe down the road again or something like that, but without further ado, folks, in this video I'm gonna try to be quieter than in the last 2, because the guns make a lot of clicking noises. I'm gonna try to keep that to a minimum. Still talk about the gun, but I had to edit the last few videos a lot. Also, there's a dog down here, and so hopefully that dog doesn't start barking, in any which way sound he feels like it. Okay, folks, first up, we got ourselves a Ruger Old Army. This is what you'd call a percussion muzzle loader, and that is different from any of the guns I've shown so far, and the fact that you gotta put percussionary caps on the gun in order to ignite it when the round is fired. So when you pull that trigger, those percussionary caps need to be ignited. We got a few moving parts on this gun. As you can see, I don't got that many semi-automatic pistols, just because the revolvers are don't have as many moving parts. They're a little bit simpler to you don't gotta fuss with them as much, and don't seem to get jammed and all that. So a simpler gun, shiny, nice and shiny gun. Like I said, folks, that's the Ruger Old Army muzzleloader. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a dark gun in color, and it's still in pretty good shape, folks. Yeah. Yep. Set this down nice and gentle. Next up, folks, we got ourselves another Ruger Magnum 41 Magnum. This is not a muzzleloader, folks. This is 41 Magnum Black Hawk Ruger. And a cool feature with this gun, or it's the standard, or however you want to call it, is you'll use. You will, to get the bullets out, after you've spent the ammunition, you will, you'll have to get each one out of the, you'll have to get each one out by themselves. So you'll have to, one by one, get them spent cartridges out of that gun. And, if you ask me, you know, that's a little element of, you know, kind of like personalization, or just adds a little different cool feature to the gun. But folks, you know, got a pretty long, you know, as most of these revolvers do, got a pretty long barrel. And, you know, good gun. Still in good shape as was the last one. Darker in color. A lot more similar to the last one. We got a lion on here. Well, let me focus that in on the lion, if you can see that. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, you know, I don't want to be opening these guns too much and snapping them and such. Just because that takes a toll on the sound. On editing the video. Still getting over being a little bit sick. So, bear with me here, folks. You know, not sure how long, you know, I'll keep the, oh, there's the clock going off. That's okay. I'm not sure how long I'll be, doing these, you know, the gun showing videos. You know, but I suppose, you know, I always got different things and aspects to show of, you know, the different firearms that got in the collection. You know, for some people, they just, you know, keep, you know, one little handgun handy at their house. But then, you know, others, you know, like to collect. Just as with anything, you know, you get a little bit of a passion for, just, you know, cleaning the guns and, making sure they're working properly, going out testing them at a shooting range. But just as I said in the last two of these gun showing videos, you know, you gotta be aware, you gotta be careful, you gotta always, you know, check to see if your gun's loaded, no matter if it's been sitting on a shelf for a year, whatever the circumstance. You know, safety first, as they always say, and as I always say, you know, I don't have to say that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but when it comes to, you know, being safe about the guns, you know, that's not something you can risk. You know, that's, you know, and, I think with the, appropriate amount of responsibility and, you know, that, you know, you can, be very safe and handle guns, you be safe. That's it, folks. Well, that ain't it for the gun video, but that's it for the sort of safety talk about them. Folks, I got one last revolver to show today. And it done got longer, it done got as long as a barrel as the last two. And folks, that is a Colt Python 357 Magnum. Yep. As you can see, a little bit different than the other two. It's black and silver. Rather than, being dark black, the whole gun. They got that sort of signifying gunmetal color. And but this gun is in pretty good shape, just as they are all the others. And that's that goes along with the talk about maintaining them and being safe. If you treat them well, they'll last quite a while. And you can get a good, a lot of good use out of them. This is one of my favorite guns. This gun was also one of my father's guns, which was in turn passed down to me. So, it holds a special place in the collection, definitely. Okay, folks, we're around 14 something minutes or 13 something minutes. Let's see any other significant. Maybe we'll show focusing on this. Yep. Pretty cool stuff, folks. It's got a nice grip on it. So, this one was a little bit, not as in-depth as the last few of them. And, I don't want to be clacking a lot of parts around, and, because that just, that ends up making a lot of noise. And, unwanted noise as it is. But other than that, folks, hope you enjoyed the video. And, we'll be back with another part somewhere down the line. And thanks a lot for watching. And that's Dalton out. Have a good one, folks. Hey guys, how's it going? Dalton again. And today is a special day because today we are back with number 4 of the Dalton Shows You the Guns series. I'm mentioning, like the video before this one, that it's gonna be a little bit like different and kind of like special. Because I'll be showing you some kind of cool ones that I got. There's 3 of them. And, I wanted to show you guys all of those and go over some of the stuff. But before I do, I wanted to say that, all of those gun videos I have, a bunch of wackos keep going on there and saying that, I don't know how to, I don't know gun safety, and, if I was a real gun owner, I would make sure that I not have my hand on the trigger, even though none of them are loaded. And all these people just blathering on and on, about stuff like, I stop taking yourself so seriously. And I wanted to say that these guns I'm going to be showing, are a little bit safer. So if any of you guys are one of them guys that was, real, angry and all that, this video will be a good one for you guys. So here we go, folks. First up, we got the Nerf Triad EX3, part of the Elite series. Now this gun was, I think, graded and manufactured in 2014. Might be 2015. Not sure. But it's got a pull-to-cock mechanism. So when you're shooting them off, it's a 3-shooter. And you gotta cock it every single time. So it's loaded right now, but the good news is that even if I accidentally fired it or something, these are real soft, so they can't really hurt you. And I wanted to, mention these. And then, this is the ammunition it takes, which is, a soft Nerf dart, and it's blue and orange, and dogs like to chew on them. So you gotta be careful because those dogs will swallow them. I think that's about as dangerous as they get. It's about 4 to 5 or about 4 inches, 3.5 maybe. We'll zoom in on it. Pretty cool. And it's got, triple. It don't fire them all at once. They fire separately. And it can apparently tell which is on which, is still inside the barrel. So that's, one of my favorites, I think, one of my favorite guns. Nice and compact. It don't weigh too much. See here. Better put that, the bullets back in there. So here is the Nerf Triad EX3. It's part of the, like I said, Elite series. Very cool one. Okay. So the next one up is we got this one is an orange and sort of cream colored. This is a cap gun. And it's got an 8-round. It's an 8-shooter. Take this off without making too loud of a noise. There it is. You'll load them on in there. Let's zoom in. See that? It takes 8 caps in there. And the good news about this gun is that even if you did fire it, nothing comes out of it. So, I gotta have my my finger on that trigger all day long, and nothing would happen because, it's not going to hurt anyone. There's nothing coming outside of it. Very cool barrel here. It's got like a plus sign at the end of it. It's got a cool little like pattern. Almost forgot that this one's got a cool feature. And where when you've spent all the caps, you're gonna like pull down and then just shake it, and they're gonna go ahead and like fall out of there. You gotta be kind of a little bit careful though, is because if you got the empty caps on the ground, the dog or the cat might eat them. So that's about as dangerous as you're gonna get with this gun. Okay, guys, and let me show you the the kind of ammo that this one takes. And there we are, very small, about the size of a quarter. Check it out. Zoom in on it. Pretty cool, if I do say myself. So, I don't want to make too loud of a noise with this, because a loud noise is about the opposite of an ASMR. Probably, like it's a real loud clacking noise, but it don't hurt nothing. But you probably don't want to do it, too late, because everyone's going to be sleeping. So that's another good one. I don't remember the name of this. I think it was manufactured in somewhere around 2014. So these new ones are relatively new. So I got the third and the final gun here, folks. And it is a cool one. Probably like a very classic one, you could say. Very well known, especially in the summer months. This is a squirt gun, and it's manufactured, holy crap, this one is 2003 from Busby Toys. And this one ain't gonna, I can have my finger on that trigger like the whole day. And nothing bad could happen from it. Now this one ain't loaded. I know that for a fact, because, I can tell because it ain't no water inside of it. This gun is interesting because it takes like H2O rounds. And those rounds, they vary in size. So, let me show you one of them. It's just like that stuff, also known as water. You just go up to a faucet and you fill the gun with the water, and then you got yourself a loaded water pistol. So, I like the color in this one. Pretty cool. But you gotta thing might leak a little bit. And let's say you got it around like electronics. You better be careful because it might leak onto those. And that's about as dangerous as this one will get. So there's the third one. You know, so guys, you know, that's it for the gun show in video number 4. You know, I know it was long overdue. So I hope that one, like, you know, was good enough for you, that for all of you guys that wanted to see one. Because I think those 3 are pretty cool as well. Ain't nothing wrong with those ones. So, I'm sure, you know, someone will be able to be like, hey, you almost dropped that gun and it's unsafe. And, you know, hey, whoops. But, guys, that's gonna be Dalton out. And thanks for watching. And thanks for all the new subscribers too. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dalton, and I air with a highly anticipated series, and it returns on this very day. Back with a board gun showing video, guys. So, without further ado, I'd show the first puppy off. And it might look like a buck, but that's a gun. Just kidding, guys. I will show this before the guns quickly. And it's reloading manual. As you can see, it's taken a lot of, you know, over the years. You know, it's like held together by some duct tape. But there's a lot of really, like, original, you know, like, information in this. And this thing was like before the internet came around, guys. So, a lot of people ask me, you know, they think like I got a bunch of money. Because, you know, I'm showing some guns and stuff. You know, that ain't true. A lot of the guns I got, you know, were over like a span of like, you know, 20-something years. Some of them for like birthdays and stuff. Some of them for like Christmas. And the guns ain't all mine. Most of the ones I show, you know, are mine, but, you know, all the guns people see in the videos ain't all my guns. And, you know, but bullets are kinda expensive too. But, you know, I don't buy a bunch of stuff. So guys, let's take a look at this first gun. There she is, folks. You know, a lot of people commenting on a few videos saying that my finger's on the trigger. You know, and he was right about that. So, I guess we won't do that this time around. You know, but I also said in them videos that, I checked the guns before the video. And I always do, guys. So let's take a look at that. Ain't no bullets in there. Just to let you guys know. So that's a Smith & Wesson. It's a 5-shot, 32 caliber. Pretty small gun. Many of you guys saw my other videos. Like handguns are like kind of big in some of them, but this one ain't. And the way to open this is top break rather than swing out. Gotta pull it off from the top. You don't click it out from the side. This might be loud. Latching this back. Guys, the windows are open. So, might be some loud noises, so sorry about that. I'll show you guys a close look at this puppy. Well, let's open it up. Show you that. Folks. And it's a pretty cool gun. This gun is from either the early 20s or 30s. It's a pretty old one. As you can see, it's kind of weathered looking. It's pretty small. Not that long of a muzzle. Nice handle. And show you some bullets. These are 32 caliber Remington 100 bullets. And these ain't the whole shell. It's just a bullet. Need like shell casings, gunpowder and stuff. But that's just part of it. Take a look at that. Pretty small compared to other ones, guys. Let's back up, guys. Kind of a heavy box. Also, some people in the videos, I get some terms wrong and stuff. And you know what? I ain't a gun expert or nothing. It's just for the ASMR stuff to show you. Hey, these are some of the things I got. And was never trying to be some big gun channel or nothing. Like an outdoor channel or anything like that. But that's just a part of some of the stuff that I like to do. It's like collecting a few guns. Going out to the shooting range sometimes. But when people are angry about safety and stuff, and that's okay, I guess. If they're worried that it's gonna be unsafe. So I guess I understand where they're coming from. So guys, take a look at some other stuff. Guys, we got some slug loads here. Show you some of these. And number 12 gauge. these suckers are like a real deal. These are for hunting like big old bears and stuff. We got some of these. But I don't mean I'm going around shooting at bears and stuff. But these are like the big bad ones, 12 gauge. Read the outside of the box. Quick shot sabot slugs are completely enclosed in a unique wad which falls away upon departure from the muzzle. Barrel leading is eliminated for faster, easier gun cleaning. On impact, pre-stressed quick shot slug immediately separates into 3 projectiles, which creates a circle of dispersion from the original bed of the slug. These 3 separate projectiles create 3 wound channels, which deliver devastating stopping power unmatched by any other shotgun slug. The quick shot slugs provide amazing accuracy, downrange velocity, with the additional advantage, holdable wound channels and reduced recoil. Superb for use of hunting big game. So that's the don't mess around type of stuff. That's the type of stuff like keep the finger off the trigger stuff. If there were any, remember the ones. Made in the USA. Well, we already broke the rules because it says keep out of reach of children. And I'm only 7 years old, so sorry about that, guys. Okay, guys, we got another gun to show you. This sucker. So that's a 12 gauge shotgun. And this thing was made in Japan. This thing's got a double trigger. So each separate trigger fires out of a different barrel. The back trigger fires the left barrel, and the front trigger fires the right barrel. And this thing, you don't want to go squeezing both of those triggers at the same time. You'll be on your butt before you know it if you do that. This thing might be too big to keep in the camera. Some of these have like a real big kick. But this one ain't a bad gun. Let's open that up for you guys. over the guns. Well, if you do, it's nice to make like a habit of cleaning them off real well. You know, a lot of these guns keep pretty well taken care of. I'd say, there it is, different view. And it's a Model M. So guys, been a while since I showed some of them guns. So I thought, you know, it was a good idea to make another one. But, you know, guys, there's like lots of comments on the other ones. And that's okay. Lots of stuff about, like, being safe and all that. And, you know, I think a lot of people too that come to them gun videos don't know nothing about ASMR. And they just see like, wow, that's a gun video. Oh, it's this guy whispering. And how come he called that thing the wrong thing? You know, people think that I'm trying to run like a gun channel. Just like a fun little thing. You know, maybe it's, I don't think, but maybe sometime I could do a hobby-like channel or something. Like do like wilderness stuff. But for now, for these, you know, it's for the relaxing and watching, you know, just some of the stuff that I have. So guys, you know, that'll be the end of this 4th installment of the gun videos. And thanks a lot for, you know, watching. And hopefully those of you guys that was waiting a while for this one will be, satisfied with that. We'll do another one at some point. But it won't take 2 years, so that's good news, guys. But yeah, I don't got millions of dollars or millions of guns. So there's that, guys, but without further ado, thanks for watching. And it's gonna be Dalton now. And we'll see you for the next one, guys.